All right, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in and welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Remora, where we come to you every week and talk all things crypto to keep you guys up to date, informed, more importantly, entertained. My name is Wes, and I'm joined with, as always, Cieri Crypto. What's up, Cieri?
What's up, people? How we doing?
I'm doing good, brother. Doing good. Guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the Bitcoin price action. Still a crab market, not much going on. We're going to take a look at it anyways, point out some key levels that we're paying attention to. We think there's a big move coming, so we're going to point that out to you guys. We're also going to look at Elon Musk. He's purchased some currency transmitters licenses in a few states. What does this mean for Dogecoin? Is he even going to use Dogecoin? What do we think? You're going to find out. And then last but not least, we're going to get into the drama going on at Hit Network, the BitBoy getting canned from his own company. So Cieri has some theories on that. We're going to share that as well. We're going to talk about it, keep you guys informed what we think is going on with that. So if that sounds good, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get to it. Cieri, what's going on, brother?
What's up, man? Have you, I don't know if you've seen I know this is kind of old news with this SBF thing, but a lot of people haven't been talking about it, and nobody's really brought it up, is the fact that judge, I know we talked about it last week, but just for anyone who missed it, you know that I think he's still in there as of now, but the judge locked him up, man, because he broke his thing. Let me see. In jail now. I think he's still in there. He broke his rules of bail. One of his conditions of his bail and his bond was to not talk about the case. It's still current. It says Sam Bankman-Fried, the former FTX CEO, was ordered to jail on Friday after the judge revoked his bail for alleged witness tampering.
Oh, wow. So he got locked up on Friday.
So here's the thing. He broke a $250 million bond.
Oh my God.
Like, okay,
that's a lot of money, dude.
First of all, this guy
right.
has got a set on him, is what I got to let you know. Yeah. Like, if you thought he had a set on him before, you get somebody to put up $250 million to secure that you're... I mean, he didn't run, right?
It's a lot of money.
But that's a lot of money to put up just so you can go home and kick it and chill a little bit before your court date. And then he's like sitting there releasing documents on Caroline, the diary and all this stuff. It's like the judge warned him up front. You got $250 million, you got to go home, and then you still did this. It's like, oh my gosh, man. So just crazy. That whole craziness is just... It's nuts.
I feel like the one thing, I mean, to set that as like, all right, you can't talk about the case. If you talk about the case, you're going to get locked up again. Dude, what was he doing for like the last couple of weeks before before this? Dude, I saw him talking to every single person. He was everywhere. There was always a video of him talking about the case. And then that was like, dude, they knew. They knew he was going to get out and talk about it. But you said it was something about witness tampering, right? Like, was he trying to blackmail somebody or something?
I think he was trying to threaten Caroline without threatening her. Like, in other words, like releasing her diary to the public.
Yeah.
And it may have had something to do with like drugs, you know, or just whatever, just personal stuff that she may have been doing. I'm not saying she was on drugs. I'm just saying that, you know, that it could have been, there was rumors that there was drugs going on in the Bahamas. I mean, is that a long shot to think that? I mean, it's possible. No. But I'm not saying that they were or were not on it. I'm just saying that there were the rumors that they may have been potentially doing stuff like that. And he's just threatening to release her diary. But here's the thing. When the judge said, you know, don't do that, no witness tampering at all, that's part of your conditions.
Right.
That means the other witnesses or whatever their name shouldn't even come out of your mouth, let alone talking about something as intimate as a diary. You're going to release a witness's diary? Oh, no. I feel bad for Sam for sitting in jail, even after all the crap he did. I still feel bad because I feel bad for anyone in jail. Jail's not a fun place to be. But, you know, I hate to say it, but I'm not saying he deserves it or he had it coming. But what I'm saying is, like, you had every chance under the sun, and then you had another chance, right? It's like you had another chance, and you screwed it up, dude. Like, at some point, it's like, okay, you're a doofus, dude. Like, you are a freaking doofus. So
yeah, I don't feel bad for him at all, dude. He knew what he was supposed to do. He knew he wasn't supposed to be talking about the case. So, like, come on, man. But almost in a way, like, the judge probably knew he was going to mess that up, and the state's like, well, there's a way for us to get some money. I don't know, because then it goes to the bail bondsman. I don't know if it goes to the state.
I think it was really just a typical case of the judge saying, you know what, son, I don't care who your parents are. I don't care how rich you are.
Just don't talk about the case.
You bucked me, and I'm going to show you that this is my world you're in right now. We're not on the Bahamas playing with crypto. You're in my world, and you're going to respect me. And shout out to the judge for doing that, because
I mean,
it seems to me like the judge was more than fair. You let somebody go on $250 million bond, then, you better be on your best behavior. You better be writing letters of apology, So
I don't know, but then again, dude, like, with people with that kind of money, man, they probably feel like they can buy their they feel like they can buy their way out of it again. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man.
So that's just crazy. Maybe. My brain was just wandering on that, because it's just funny how sentiment changes so quick in the market, man. It's like when we went up to $27,000, everybody was in a great mood yesterday, and now we dipped down to 26.3.
Of course,
and it's like everyone's at each other's throats again. It's just like, come on, man. At some point, we knew that this sideways market was going to last a little bit longer.
Right.
And we should all just kind of take a deep breath and just chill. But that's
dude, we were on that interview. We were doing the interview from last week with the guys over there at Utopia Marketplace, which we got to update on that too. But what was it? What day was that, Cieri? It was Tuesday. We're sitting there talking with them, and then after we got done with the interview, we all looked at the charts and everything, went on Twitter, just talking, cutting up. And Flips is like, yo, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, we're like, what do you mean what's going on? We go to the charts, and, Bitcoin was up, 2% in, like, the last 10 minutes or something. Like, it shot up, and...
and Giga was just sitting there. Giga was like, no, I need to know what the news is. There's something... What just broke? And I know what that...
Something just happened.
He's like, something just happened. And we're all like, what? Like,
right.
And it was the ETF for Bitcoin. The fact that Grayscale won that milestone against the SEC, which is great.
That was pretty big, man. That was pretty big.
It's great.
For sure, man. So what is that? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
I was just going to say, we were just talking off camera, too, about... 3 weeks ago when we put that video out, me and you were making our calls like we do, and we said, it's very likely, and this was up when we were at 29,000. We said, 3 weeks ago, we said, look, man, a retest to 27K is not out of the cards, 26.5 even, and if you look, even with the ETF, that Bart Simpson pattern, which I did call that Bart Simpson, by the way.
You did.
I called that Bart Simpson. I saw it. I was like, yeah, that's going to get it. That's definitely going to be a Bart Simpson. But we came back down, and where are we at? Okay, so we're at 25.9, so we're just under 26,000. Has anything really changed, in your opinion? Or
honestly, no, man. I think that, looking back, if we're taking a step back and on some higher time frames, dude, I think that we're right where we're supposed to be. You know what I mean? There's been some kind of macroeconomics playing out, with the jobs reports or whatever, kind of playing in favor to the, where we're trying to go. Jerome Powell and, the Fed, where they're trying to push interest rates and get inflation under control. So I think that kind of played out into their favor. Now, Gary Gensler, he's not having the best year so far. Dude, I mean, just think about all the taxpayer monies that he's kind of put, at stake here. Like, he's lost the Grayscale, he's lost the XRP, the Coinbase thing. I mean, that's not looking good for him, man. How long do you think he has, dude? He's on his way out the door, dude.
I think that this last desperate attempt to stall and use these delays, here's the thing. It's a double-edged sword with the system in the country. The country system, I used to completely hate it, right? Because I was like, it's slow. There's better ways to do things. When I was a teenager, I used to absolutely rebel against the system. As I've gotten older, I start to realize it was just my impatience, and that the system itself is not a horrible system. The problem is you've gotten a couple of weasels that have changed the system over the years, that have made these quote unquote extensions and delays and just ways to alternate and play around with the law. Whereas but at some point, right, the checks and balances system of the way our Constitution is set up, the way our government's set up, the way Congress and Senate, the system works. It does work. It's just slow. It's a very slow process, and there's all these little intricacies in the middle. But if we've seen anything over this past year, I've actually had a better outlook on the future of the U.S. than a worse one, because even though it looks like doomsday and there's a lot of bad things going on still, the overall sentiment of justice is starting to feel a little bit better to me, man. It's like, if Sam Bankman would have got away with this thing and not even went to jail and that was that, it would not have surprised me at all. I would have just shrugged it off and said, okay, well, whatever. I'm actually more shocked that he's in jail. I'm actually really? They really?
Right.
So, and that's not to gloat or be happy that he's in jail, because like I said, I don't feel good for anybody being in there. But, as far as the sense of justice and doing the right thing, look, this spot Bitcoin ETF thing is garbage. We all know it's BS. There's no reason in the world why Wall Street's allowed to bet on paper-backed Bitcoin ETFs. Futures.
The futures.
Bitcoin is not real Bitcoin, you guys. It's just it's like me and Wes taking two pieces of paper and saying, hey, Wes, I bet you the price is going to be at this price tomorrow. And Wes says, okay, I'll bet you that. And we exchange those pieces of paper, and those pieces of paper we can turn in for U.S. dollars. Yeah. That's basically what a futures ETF is. Okay, so it's backed by nothing. There's no Bitcoin behind it. It's not real. It's just a freaking paper bet. And Gary Gensler approved that so that they could manipulate the price of Bitcoin. That's why it was approved.
Right.
Now, you say spot Bitcoin means it has to be backed one for one. You have to have it
backed. Right.
So completely there is no argument at all. So I think we all feel the same way about that. But the good thing is that the judge, it all came to roost, man. Gary Gensler keeps delaying it and playing his games, and I don't know, and the Howey test, and he's blah blah blah, all this crap. But at the end of the day, when it got in front of a judge, the judge said, no, you lose.
Yeah.
So I think it's a win. I think it's a huge win, and I think that the price right now should not be our main factor. I think the price is something to look at, but I think the sentiment of the U.S. starting to compete again in crypto is going to be shifting to a good thing.
Yeah. The price is just a tag, you know what I mean? Like, the value is where we need to be looking, and I think we all agree on the value of Bitcoin, at least. You know what I mean? Everybody agrees on what the value of Bitcoin is. And you just look at the supply and the demand, and the mining, and I think that I mean, you're right, dude. It's not about what the price is right now. It's the value of what it could be, and I think we all understand that and agree with that. Right? Do you think, apparently tomorrow is another deadline, and it's like a 75% chance. A lot of people are saying that now that Grayscale won the lawsuit, there's like a 75% chance of a spot Bitcoin ETF playing out by the end of the year. A lot of people were looking for it towards the end of next year. You think it's sooner than later? You think it's right around the corner, or what do you think, dude?
It's almost like I don't even want to make a call on it, because it's like
I think it's right around the corner, man.
It could be one of those things where when I was calling for $100,000 Bitcoin in 2020, I was saying November this year, 2020, we're gonna have the halving, blah blah blah. I went to everyone and I said we're gonna hit 100,000, blah 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 blah. But here's the thing: in May, June, July, August, I think it was August or September, I don't remember the exact month, but Elon and Tesla and oh we're buying Bitcoin and oh Dogecoin to the moon and all this crap. And I was like, whoa, slow the hell down. We're not ready for this yet. I said November, right? I said we were going to 100K in November. What are you guys doing in August trying to pump this thing up to $69,000? And I remember I had a bad gut feeling, and I said, this is too fast, too high, too soon. We're not ready for it. And sure enough, what happened? We went to 69K, hit our head, and crashed all the way back down to $15,000, right? So I could see that happening. Yeah, I could see that them catching us off guard again, but I don't feel like they're gonna do that this time, because I feel like they did that last time, right? We had COVID in 2020, then we prematurely rallied too fast and then crashed because it was a psych out. It was a fake out. It was but it was a pre-fake out. Like they faked us out before the halving. So now they could go after the halving fake out. In other words, if they really, really wanted to drag this thing out and really accumulate over the next year and a half, God, would that be boring. But I tell you what, dude, if they did that, you're talking about, instead of just hitting a Pico top of 275,000, I'm talking about going up there and then you ain't seeing under $100,000 Bitcoin ever again. Right. Like you're under your sub 100K Bitcoin would be gone forever. But you know, do I think they're going to improve it? I don't think so. If Gary Gensler's still in office, I think he's going to use every single delay he can. I think it's going to all line up with the halving, just like everyone else is thinking. And but yeah, I mean, am I going to be ready if they pump it sooner? Absolutely, I could deal with that too. So either way, I'm prepared.
Yeah. For sure. What are some key levels we're looking at, man? I know we were talking earlier. And it's a crab market. It's boring.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of the higher time frames you're wanting to pay attention to right now. But as a trader, like, what are you looking at, man?
And you know, we were looking at the long interest was higher than the short interest on GMX, on crypto. Chico Crypto put that out, and I was like, huh. And sure enough, she went short. But you know what? To me, that trade right there wouldn't have been enough worth it anyway. So
right you'd have to have a lot of money, dude. For
right now I'm just holding my longs open that I have two longs open that are my liquidation price on my long on ETH is $862.
Oh, Jesus.
So unless ETH goes down below 900, I'm straight. So I'm just keeping my low, very, very low leverage trades open right now. I'm not opening any positions right now. I'm not trading this. This is too choppy for me.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. But I think something like that, man, because we're expecting a big move anytime now, right? Something's going to happen. It's going to push the price, hopefully in the upwards direction. But I think someone like you that's, you know, your liquidation price is at 900, right? Dude, I honestly, man, I really don't think we're going to ever get back down there with ETH. But if you keep stacking that and you're outplaying the fees, you know what I mean? The fees are very minimal, but if you can keep kind of DCAing into that position, and you keep your liquidation price low like that, when that move does come, I mean, you could make a lot of money, man. And I think that's the way to go, man. You got to look at the higher time frame. If you're gonna put a position in right now, unless you are completely zoomed in and focused on the charts every second, most of us don't have that time. Most of us have, you know, full-time jobs. So definitely just play it safe, man. Just be careful, guys. If anybody's trading, just you know, you definitely got to know your risk tolerance. So levels, do you think we're going below 24K?
No, I don't see that. I see we're going sideways again. I don't think we see 24 or 25K. I think we grind sideways here for a little bit. But, you know, Crypto PETA, we kind of missed that segment last week because of the interview. Not because of the interview directly, but we had a slight setback on the technical side. We had a couple of issues, but we were trying to record 4 different parts of the world all at once. It was, but we got that was a fire interview, and you guys definitely check out Utopia Market if you haven't yet. They're gonna be live. They had a little bug that they were fixing out this morning, but I think they've already got that figured out. So they're aiming on Monday.
It's coming Monday
for the release. It's been dubbed the OpenSea Killer. So, yeah,
All
that's
right.
that's gonna be
All right.
that's gonna be something you're gonna want to pay attention to. But back to Crypto Peta's chart, we asked for her to do
This
some
is
TA on Arbitrum,
Arbitrum.
which
Yeah.
she blessed us with. So shout out to her for that. And what we got here is beautiful. Legacy downtrend. And she just drew squiggly lines and said, hey, these are nothing but squiggly lines, so they may not happen. But I love that because it's the honest truth of TA. No one really knows. To be a good technical analyst, you should have a plan for, if this happens, then I will do this. If this happens, then I will do that. That's the safest way ever to be a good technical analyst. And what she's saying is, okay, if we go down here, I feel like we're going to bounce and go up. If we go up, we may hit our head on the dollar. I don't want to say $1.10. It's more like $1.15. If we break that legacy downtrend, basically, she's looking for us to break through that, come back up to the about $1.12 on Arbitrum, and then come back down and test it as support, and then continue our move back up to the 618 level, which is right around $1.20. So the target breakout for if we break the legacy downtrend by November for Arbitrum, she's looking around $1.20. So that's a good call. Let's see if that happens. But yeah, I mean, keep the charts coming for us, Crypto P. They are absolutely great.
Yeah,
she
does awesome.
She's had, I think she's like 3 for 3 on the charts.
She's spot on, dude. She's spot on, man. She can definitely see those levels, man, and it's always great to have these, man.
So
sure.
shifting gears into the main content here. Let's get at them, man. Where are we at?
And a lot of drama, dude. A lot of drama going on. Yeah, I mean, dude. So apparently, I assume we're getting into the whole BitBoy thing, man. Like, love them, hate them, like them. It doesn't matter. I think, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, the guy is very entertaining. He's doing something right. He's got 1.5 million followers, subscribers on YouTube, and he's definitely, he's the #1 crypto channel on there. So you kind of have to pay attention to these things. And a lot of people are talking, man. There's a lot of hearsay, but apparently BJ Investments, it was the parent company of BitBoy Crypto and Hit Network. They came out on, what was it, Tuesday? No, it was Monday. Me and you talked about this. They came out on Monday and made allegations that he had relapsed and done damage to the company, done damage to the employees, to the staff, and they removed him from his own company, BitBoy Crypto. I think this is a big story, and I think it's important to pay attention to because it's no different to me in my eyes. It's no different than getting scammed, somebody hacking your wallet or scamming your funds, dude. Like, could you imagine, dude, me and you starting the crypto Remora, and just because we don't have good credit or aren't really business savvy, we trust somebody else to do something, and then behind the scenes they're putting only their name into the trademark or putting their name on all these business deals. So apparently this has been something that's been going on for a long time. He came out on his Telegram group, on the Bitcoin.eth or whatever, his Telegram group, and came out. It's his only platform that he has to come out and speak, because they've taken everything from him. And again, no matter your opinion on this guy, it's a fact that he built this channel from the ground up. He started it himself with a laptop, no microphone, just a laptop and him. I think it was like 2017. And apparently this has been going on for a while, man. But he came out, he admitted to using steroids. He claims that the other people in the business were buying it from him too, and they were using this. Like, TJ is the main guy that brought his dad in. His dad is like doing something with the finances. He didn't really vet these people. He trusted TJ as a friend, as a business partner. They were 60-40. And a lot of people are getting it confused because they're like, wait, how did BitBoy get kicked out of his own company? And it was a 60-40 partnership, but being that he had that shady background, he was addicted to drugs, and his credit was all messed up, and all that good stuff. But apparently, because of that, sorry, I had an alarm going off. Let me cut it off. But apparently, because of that, TJ was the one that kind of signed off on a lot of the stuff because he had good credit. And then he brought all these people in, and then they just snagged the company up from under him. So there's a lot of stuff going on with that. A lot of news coming out every single day. Apparently, something came out today that he was there was like an audio clip of him admitting he had an affair with somebody. Dude, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like, pay attention to it, guys, because like in today's age, you can literally use someone else's voice. You can take their voice using AI and use it in an audio recording. You can put somebody's face on your face in a video, and like literally, like, you can set somebody up, man. And I think it's just something to pay attention to, man. It's not good, dude. It's not good. It's not okay, man. It's just another way of scamming somebody out of something they've built. And I don't care if you don't like him. I don't care. He is a controversy. He is very entertaining, and he's built himself a brand. He is the face of that brand, and they just literally snatched it from him. I don't know if you've been keeping up with it, dude. What do you think about the whole situation, man?
Well, here's the thing. I being a Chico Crypto fan first. Him and Chico had beef back in the day. I don't know if they ever squashed it. They were going to do a wrestling match at one point. Yeah, to me, I'll just like whatever. It's cool, right?
Yeah.
But I have my own brain too. Yes, Chico's my number one with the alpha and with his knowledge and stuff. Does that mean Chico's always right? Hell no, he's not. No one is always right. I'm never always right. You're never always right. Like, we get things wrong. We're human. It's part of what it is. But as far as the watching BitBoy, you watch BitBoy a lot more than I ever did. I didn't really ever watch the show. And it's not because I didn't like it, because he was number one. I mean, come on. It's just I did watch it when Jeb went on there, Crypto Jeb. I started watching a little bit when T.A. Tim went on there, because I knew T.A. Tim back when he was on Crypto Jeb. So I kind of followed when T.A. Tim and Crypto Jeb kind of split. I went, and I still watch Jeb. I still love Jeb. I still jump in their chat. But then I kind of followed Tim over, because I was like, I feel like, I don't know, man. It's kind of, Tim reminds me of you a lot, because like when Tim came in the game, he didn't know nothing, right? But he was learning, and he was hungry, and he was growing. And I just watched Tim become this awesome technical analyst.
Yeah, Tim's cool.
And I've watched the same thing with you. Like, you came into the market, you had no idea about nothing pretty much. I mean, you knew a little bit about stocks.
We've grown a lot together,
but
man.
Dude, I watched you go from not knowing anything to this, like, you're telling me alpha now. You're calling me up like, yeah, dude, did you get your airdrop for this thing yet? And I'm like, dude,
we've grown together, man.
So,
for sure.
I watched that end of it. As far as the drama goes, there's not enough facts out for me yet. This is the way my brain works here. A couple of days ago, there was things floating around that the SEC was going to come after BitBoy for his Ben.eth coin, and he's an influencer. Off the rip, even us making an NFT collection with Crypto Remora, like. Are we going to put a token out? Hell no. I don't. Crypto Remora is not putting a token out, you guys, because that you're playing with fire. You're an influencer, content creator. We are not putting a token out. We don't want that. Even with the NFT collection we're going to put out, we are going to have it vetted. We're going to have pros and friends in the business take a look at everything we do before we release it. Like, we're going to be careful with this thing, because it's scary, man, being a content creator. They can come after you.
You got to be. You got to kind of stay in line with regulations and stuff.
With the SEC thing and the coin, he was playing with fire a little bit, in my opinion. He was playing with fire with the Ben.eth. He's already got...
That's where it all started from.
That's where a lot of it started, and then all of a sudden, this news comes out today. But let's back up a little further here, because if you go to Google, right, and you wiki search this thing... Moskowitz. If you Google the name Moskowitz, it's the legal representative for a group of investors who initiated legal action against several celebrities who endorsed the now bankrupt crypto exchange FTX, including Ben Armstrong. Okay? So I'm reading between the lines a little bit. So if you Google that, it'll come up. Now, let's back up for a minute. I'm not saying that BitBoy was involved in FTX. I'm not saying he got paid to shill and didn't say that he got compensated. I'm just saying that that's what comes up if you Google it, this Moskowitz case.
Yeah.
Now, this goes back to my theory me and you talked about off camera a little bit. I can't help it. This is the way my brain works. It's probably the Sicilian in me. It's like in our DNA. We're always, that mob blood, man. You got to think ahead. It's like, not saying I'm that great at it. I'm just saying that I was thinking about this. I'm like, wait a minute. FTX, they're coming after him for that. He's got a company. The rumor is that everyone in the company is now saying that BitBoy's doing drugs, or they're making some excuse up to fire him and get him out. So my brain automatically went into this mode. My brain said, this is BS. And I still kind of feel like this could be a possibility. Just hear me out.
Go ahead.
What if?
What you got?
What if we built a brand, Crypto Remora, and we built the thing and we're successful? Let's say we're the number one in the country. We go that big. And all of a sudden they found out something that I cheated on some freaking financial test 10 years ago, and they want to take it away from me. If I've been working on Crypto Remora for years and building it up, I would rather see the channel go on and go on with you. I'm not saying that this is what happened. I'm just saying this is my logic.
Yeah. Okay.
If the SEC or the I don't even know who it would be to come after BitBoy and them, but if they were to go after him and say take the company, and if BitBoy either steps down, all these CEOs stepping down from the companies, this is what I'm saying. It's a possibility that Ben maybe got wrapped up in something with the coin or the FTX. He didn't reveal that he was compensated for it. Let's say they wanted to come after him for it. Then
what was the FTX thing?
The FTX, it says, basically not telling people that they were paid by FTX.
To do what?
Shilling.
What? Shilling what, though?
Shilling the FTX token, I think.
Yeah, but he's the one that came out with all of it.
The lawsuit alleges that they promoted FTX without disclosing compensation. So he's
the one that came out with that brought all the FTX stuff to light. So that's something I'm not going to pay attention to.
No, I'm just saying that this is what the lawsuit's about. The lawsuit that's filed is about that these celebrities promoted FTX without telling their audience that they were compensated. And
who was it? Who was he getting sued by?
Moskowitz.
The SEC?
No, Moskowitz is the legal representative for a group of investors. So it's a group of investors that lost out on FTX.
Right.
That's a whole nother discussion. I don't even know if people should be allowed to freaking sue people because they lost money on an investment. That's a whole nother discussion, which I'm not 100% in agreement with either. But I'm just saying that's what the lawsuit was for. Now, let's just say BitBoy's got a lawsuit, and TJ and BitBoy built this huge station, right? Very successful, #1 pretty much on the whole internet.
Okay.
You don't want to give that up. You don't want to lose that. So if BitBoy said, well, here's what's going to happen. Either they're going to come after me and they're going to take the whole company down, and TJ and all you guys are going to go home and no one's going to have anywhere to work now, or I step down as CEO or quote unquote get fired, right? Because of drug use or abusive things.
Yeah.
That way, BitBoy's out of the hit network, and all of a sudden, TJ and these guys can carry the network on. BitBoy can represent himself, or get himself a good lawyer and go after and fight these guys off, and hopefully try to win if that's what he's going to go for, and maybe come back to his company in the future. But I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying that's one theory I had, and so it's a very if theory.
Yeah, because like, dude, at that point you're damaging your reputation, dude. You are known as, and there's nothing like a sober recovering addict, dude. They're gonna tell you everything. He came out, he took the drug test, he went to
I heard he passed that drug test, by the way.
He passed the drug test.
So
he admitted to taking the phentermine or whatever for the dietary supplements, which is like a very weak Ritalin or whatever. He admitted to that. He admitted to doing the steroids, and everybody was buying the steroids from him. So Nah, I think this is real. I think it is. And as far as like, as far as I go, like, dude, I watch a lot of people on YouTube, and I like to bring my own conclusion. You know what I mean? I don't care who you are, dude. Like, if you have knowledge that you're spitting and like you're entertaining at it too, I'm gonna listen to you. I'm gonna make my own. I'm gonna make my own opinion. I'm gonna form my own opinion. I watch a lot of people. And I just think that this is real, man. This is real. This is
think
somebody
it's legit
getting
that his partners hijacked him and took the channel from him.
Absolutely, man. I don't think he's gonna put all this on the line.
And
his only form of communication is through the bin coin.
I could totally see that you're 100% right about that, because
he got scammed, dude. This is the same thing as getting scammed. I don't even wish that on my worst enemy.
No, I don't wish it on nobody, man.
I think it sucks, dude. I think that's just like me and you building up a brand, building up a company, and then like my credit is crap, so I have to depend on someone else to kind of help me with that. And then behind my back, they're recording audio, they're taking pictures of stuff. Even though they're involved with it too, they're like recording it only on my side, and then they're telling, you know what I mean?
No,
and then they're signing papers it's
no, I'm not saying
like, dude, he
it's
signed
right,
the trademark. He signed his trademark with his signature only. And Ben said that he went, because there's a video of Ben coming out and talking, and he's saying, like he's asking about the papers, and TJ, his trusted friend, is saying, nah, it's like nothing, dude. It's just something stupid, like, financial stuff, man. I had to sign off on it. And Ben, you know what I mean? Like, at that point, he doesn't have a say-so. And
that sucks.
They did him dirty, bro. Shit, that is a wolf in sheep's clothing, and they did him dirty, dude. They're all in the studio that he bought, the logo that he built, the team. Like, I don't care, man. You can love him, you can hate him, but my opinion is not going to change. I think if somebody builds something with their own bare hands and their own sweat and tears, and they came from nothing to something, and then they're using something that he's admitted, I'm an ex-drug addict.
No, dude,
I'm an ex-drug addict.
Listen to me.
They use that against him. Like, I don't know,
I'm
man.
100%. I am not saying that it is right what they did. Make this very clear,
right.
If they did that. But I'm also saying I'm not 100% sure that I believe that they did that. So what I'm saying is, but here's where we're both right. The drug test came up clean. So something's not adding up here. So he's a druggie and he's blowing up on people in the office, so we fired him. Well,
right.
What are you talking about, dude? Like, okay, steroids, could you get a little crazy? I guess so. But you talking drug addict, I don't know how you grew up, but I mean, drug addicts that I grew up with steroids is the farthest thing away from
right.
It's just
something to pay attention to, man. Just be careful, guys. Like, you don't know who, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how TJ and him met, and I think that's another thing that's going to come out, but you got to be careful, dude. I mean, he literally signed the keys to the palace over to TJ, and TJ started hiring his dad. He brought his dad in. He hired a bunch of his friends, and now they're in the studio. Like, they recorded 3 videos today, dude, just like chilling in the studio, like, yo, welcome to BitBoy Crypto. Like, bro, could you imagine? Walking?
That's a little.
Like, dude, could you imagine walking in and say we got a studio, me and you built it from our bare hands. We're recording on computers right now, laptops. Imagine having our studio that we go into every day and record. And then the next day you're just locked out of it, and there's somebody in there like, "What's up? Welcome to the Crypto Remora."
I know. It's like the Wayne's World. Remember Wayne's World after they signed their corporate deal? Wayne and Garth.
Yeah, man.
Go in there and they're like, "Hey, we're in Wayne's basement, but this isn't Wayne's basement." Like,
yeah. I will say though, man, don't listen, guys. If you watch somebody or you like somebody, and then somebody's telling you, "Nah, don't watch them because they're like scammy." Like, dude. If you get any valuable information out of them, watch whoever you want to watch. If it fits to your liking, then watch whoever you want to watch. Just make sure you form your own opinions, though. And make sure you make your own financial decisions. Like, don't let anybody talk you into buying Bitcoin. Like, I wouldn't even think about buying Bitcoin. Like, you know what I mean? Make your own opinions. You can get some value out of everybody's video. You just have to pick and choose what you're gonna listen to and what you're gonna do, like straight up.
Yep, and I absolutely agree with that, man. I agree 100% with you.
Yep.
I'm pulling for BitBoy too, just because I don't watch BitBoy.
Yeah,
doesn't mean I'm not pulling for him, because look, y'all, at the end of the day, it's still, stop kidding yourself. This space is less than $2 trillion market cap. We are peons compared to Wall Street and the rest of the world still. There's like $50 trillion in assets out there floating around. And if you add up every dollar of every soul in every and any kind of crypto, it only comes up to just under 2 trillion. So this is such a small space, you guys. The people that are in crypto, man, I know there's tribalism. I know there's beefs. I know people aren't going to like each other.
I was just about to say that.
But at the end of the day, y'all, it's still us versus them. So
100%. Dude.
Just keep that in mind, bro. Keep that in mind. Everybody in this space is still your friend, even if they're not your friend. Like, they're still, at least they're still, like, I can relate more to BitBoy Crypto than I can to like 80% of the other people out on the street that don't know nothing about crypto, because we don't have the same base to talk about. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. And I wish him the best. I wish everybody the best, really, in crypto. I don't really have any enemies. I don't really want any enemies in crypto either.
Right. If he is having issues with drug addiction, man, I hope he figures that out, and I hope he finds a way to figure that out, man, because it's not a joke. He's got a family, he's got kids, he's got, you know, I just see it as somebody that might own a landscaping company. They build it from their bare hands, and then somebody just takes it from them. That's not right.
Well, and I do have to say this, though, for my boy T.A. Tim. T.A. Tim came in fairly recently with BitBoy, and so I think he's genuinely a good dude. I do not see T.A. Tim coming in and doing that.
I do too. I think he came in and I haven't seen him since, man, because I've been keeping track of the story, and I haven't seen him since. And I don't know, man. I think he's probably backing out of it.
As far as how much he would have to do with it, like I said, from a personal standpoint, I can't see T.A. Tim doing anything malicious like that.
No, dude.
I'd be hard pressed to believe T.A. Tim was involved in any of that. Unfortunately, it just sounds like he got caught up in a bunch of stuff that was already going on.
Right.
But, you know, we're going to follow the story, you guys. We're going to follow it as it goes on.
Yeah.
And we're not reporting any hard factual news until we get hard factual news, but we will speculate and tell you our opinion.
Absolutely, man. That's what we're here to do. Just keep you guys updated and informed, man. That's what it's all about.
And we're at 42 minutes on this video.
All right, so real quick. Real quick. Is Elon Musk going to bring Dogecoin? Yes or no? This is a yes or no.
Yes.
Dogecoin or no?
Yes.
Yes?
Absolutely, he's going to do it. Absolutely, it's coming.
All right. We were planning on doing a segment on that.
But I think that's going to be something either next week. If we don't have any other interviews scheduled. We do have another huge interview, but we're not even going to drop that on y'all yet. We're going to make a trailer for that.
Huge interview. Yeah. We'll talk about that next week, man. Guys, make sure you're following us at the Crypto Remora on all socials. Make sure you're following Cieri at Cieri Crypto and myself at Crypto MacGyver. Cieri, is there anything else you want to add before we jump off?
No, I just want to say thank you to all our supporters out there. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, man, we appreciate you guys, man. Stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff coming to you, man. Much love to you guys. Much love to the Arbinauts. And until next time, peace out.